Good Sunday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the YouTube channel of trucks, cars, SUVs, motorcycles, silliness, attitudes. Look at that pond. Wow. Look how smooth that pond is. Boy, I tell you, I wish those lily pads would never come back. That is such a project. Morning. Yeah, it's such a project to get the lily pads. Once you get lily, you have to trench them out with a rake. It's radical. So yeah, beautiful pond morning, I should say. Not so much a Sunday morning. This morning, not real cold and overcast. And it's a Sunday morning conversation. Kind of lost a little track on that. Was out of town. We weren't doing the Sunday morning car shows. Now at this time of year, in the car shows, if you kind of know what I mean, there's the Mustang Mach-E that sadly I've been told by my key guy at Coons Baltimore Ford that Ford has but no option to start offering rebates on these cars, start selling them. So the value of that car was $57,000 here a month ago, and my bet is that thing's gonna be at about 50 here the next 30 days. Wow. And I think it was worth over 70. A year ago, you were paying $75,000 for that vehicle. $25,000 loss in depreciation. Wow. For all these activities, when you think about it, for the car market, isn't anybody going to jail? Hey, look at my boots this morning. Croc Caymans here. Crocodile Caymans right here. How about that, huh? It's not raining, so I wouldn't wear these things out in the snow. They're not designed for that. But anyway, so it's a Sunday morning car show. Theme, talk, all that stuff. And yeah, I just talked about jail, right? I thought to myself this morning, I thought to tip my tongue in it. Why don't we talk about the Dodge Jailbreak? But before we get into that, let's you'll see as usual, my car addictions just don't stop. And yesterday I was debating, do I trade my Ford Raptor 2022 for the Ford Power Boost? And it's really interesting for me, beyond believable, that this Ford Raptor, as big as it is, the big tires, the package, supposedly is 5,740 pounds. But yet the Ford Power Boost 2023 four-door Super Crew, basically the same vehicle in some aspects of the size, it's 5,800 pounds. Ford Power Boost, because that's that big battery, and that electric motor, it's heavier than the Ford Raptor. But this is where it just is beyond believable. That's a V6 twin turbo in the Ford Raptor motor, 450 horsepower, 507 foot-pounds of torque, I believe. And the Power Boost is 430 foot-pounds of torque and like 500, I think 550 foot-pounds of torque, maybe 570. I have to double check that. But the reason I'm bringing those specs up on the power is because the Ford Raptor, this truck right now for me, I'm seeing 12 miles per gallon. I think it probably specs out at 14 to 16. That'd be my guess. I'll have to look at the fuel mileage sheet. But the Ford Power Boost, which I've never seen this ever in my lifetime of a vehicle, has the highway, city, and average miles per gallon. And the Ford Power Boost says 23 in all three. City 23, highway 23, average 23. Versus most cars, you'll see city 12, highway 16, average 14, or whatever it may be. So just wow. So does that make any sense? Think about this. The V6 Power Boost is a 3.5 motor, and it's basically the same truck. So that electric motor battery pack makes that much of a difference in the fuel economy? Wow. That's beyond believable. I mean, I'm stumped that you're basically, the Raptors actually weighs less, has bigger tires, I get all that, than other ones, so that definitely has an impact on the mileage. But at the same time, it's borderline the same vehicle. Wow. So yeah, what am I going to do with that, the Power Boost? I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Here we went riding last night and rode the Furry. So funny, looks like the ignition's on. That screen is so white. So, all right, what do you do here? I got to get my coffee put down. I got a project. See, I'm talking about the Dodge Challenger jailbreak. If anybody's a Mopar enthusiast, they'll know what I'm talking about. If you're not, then you won't. Okay, so here's my dilemma. It's always a challenge. I need a bigger shop. I need Jay Leno's shop. Anybody heard about that? Anybody heard about Jay Leno's motorcycle and broken up his body and bones? But here's the latest. NBC is now not renewing his show, his Jay Leno's Garage show. But apparently he has a YouTube channel. But apparently he's behind the scenes of maybe finding some other major network to get back on the major networks. But NBC is apparently it's going to be O'Connon's car shop or something, I guess. I'm not really sure on that. So for Jay Leno, 72 years old. Wow. It's hard to believe he's basically 12 years older than me. And what he's accomplished in his life, I mean, yeah, if every car I bought and was able to afford to keep it and buy it outright, yeah, I'd have a hell of a collection of cars. Where'd I put all of them? Yeah, that's big money. My shop, I just don't have enough room. If you look back here, here's my cars. I've got motorcycles back here, So, I mean, it's just, and I got motorcycles down in Florida, and I got motorcycles in Tennessee, and I really need to take some of these cars to Tennessee and rearrange that garage. So now here's the thing. So my thoughts are today, theme of the jailbreak, what I could do is I could take the Dodge Challenger to the show, even though they're not saying rain's coming in until I think about 1 o'clock today. So I think I'll be all right. But that'll be the first time I've driven that Dodge Challenger in quite a while. And what's the kid going to drive? Does she drive the race truck up there? She could. Does she drive her big mega black cab? She could. I don't know. I haven't seen her yet this morning. So anyways, follow me along here. I got to get the car unwrapped and everything. And we'll have our car show conversations and all that good stuff. And we'll talk. So stay tuned. I really like this plastic cover. I mean, I know you can get elaborate real cover deals. This thing here, you can see the cars. Find out how you cover your car up, because you can't see the car anymore. This does a great job. I mean, look at this. Look how nice. The car is still extremely clean. So it accomplished what I want. On the Dodge Challenger Gold Rush. This is the Gold Rush edition. That 1 year run. This is one of 34. So there's only 34. Can't get this thing with one hand. I got it. It's only one of 34 in this color. Wide body, red eye package. This is the red eye. You can see that. Oh, you see that in the light there, but this is the red eye package. What I do is I like to unplug things before I start unplugging this stuff in case I crisscross something, and then that gets to be crazy. The battery is in the back. It's so crazy that things get stuck. So the battery is in the back of the car. So all the cables are up here. It's for the balance. Got the green belt. Just a really, see, there's a red eye signature. All right, so let's let this here fall. And then we got our hood pins. I love the hood pins. This is so retro, which this was factory. You ever, built this car. And that's what the jailbreak conversation is all about. I can't even do the thing. See here, it's just not simple. I'm trying to do things one-handed all the time. You're holding a phone in your hand. So, do I go that way? Yeah. So I'll go that way there too. Guess I can put the phone down and shut up for a second, right? Yeah, so now how do I get over here? I need water. How do I get over there? See, I always create my own challenges in life, right? So here's the Charger red eye, wide body, but that has race tires, track tires on the back of it. And for that reason, you know what? I think I'm going to bigger water. I can get it on the refrigerator here. Get it all frozen. There's some arm. Anyways, So I'm not going to be able to drive that. This has all-season tires. Just looking at my daughter today, could she drive the Mustang? You know, she could. You could, but it's just the colder temps, you know. What was that, right? So, all right. So here is the car that I picked up from Carvana last fall. And I paid pretty much sticker for this car. Pretty much paid what the original price of it was. This is like a $91,000 car, $92,000 car. And I decided to buy it because I think, the good news is I was getting worried that the tags would never get processed with Carvana. Took them forever. But now I got my personalized tag here, 2 CVOs. That means for the Harley Davidson, this is the CVO Harley, and I now have 2 of those. So I've had lots of CVOs. Had a 16 CVO, CVO 17, CVO 18. I can just start walking around the shop and showing you all the... All right, here you go. But this doesn't have that great exhaust. The exhaust is okay. It's not great. Hey, I used to have 4 Jeeps all at one time. How about that, huh? All right. Got my water in there. Need my coffee. And I'll be long here. Wowsker. I honestly cannot tell you the last time I drove this car. What the hell? Gotta put that. Duh. Tire pressures are okay. Filled up those other night. And 2,600 miles. Heated steering wheel's on. Heated seats are on, I believe. See, it automatically loaded all that. I just tell you, I can't even. I'm sitting looking above my head saying, does this thing have a sunroof? I can't even remember. And it's so dark in here for me right now, I can't even tell. Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah, I didn't think it does. All right, I wonder what the kids' thoughts are. So, did that work? I can't even remember. See, I just can't remember with all my damn cars. What I've done, what I haven't done. I mean, it's just beyond believable. So I haven't driven this thing in ages. Yeah, but this has all-season tires, so I'm not as worried about this vehicle driving down the road like today. And yeah, if it was raining out, I wouldn't drive it. I don't want to really drive this thing in the rain. So, all right, let me take care of some things, and we're going to head up to the car show. All right, the kid's taking forever. She can't get her act together, so getting to be late. But hey, here we are, back to the Challenger. Start her up. And, the reason I'm driving this today is because of the Jailbreak. It's sold at the Barrett, Jackson, Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona, for $200,000. Beyond believable. So, if you're not a Mopar enthusiast, then basically a Jailbreak is that car right there. I mean, I'm not lying to you. So, it's the last year of the 2023 run of the Dodge Challenger Hellcat ordering capability. And so what they've done is, they did it last year as well, but this year they're letting you just build your car like any way you want. If you want to make it funky colors, funky wheel colors, funky stickers on it. I mean, it's just all the theme. It's not really like, per se, like the Demon vehicle. And what's beyond believable is people are paying huge money for the brand new Jailbreak at the Scottsdale, Arizona. It wasn't a charity. It was a real auction. And somebody paid over $200,000 for a Dodge Challenger Jailbreak. And once again, my car is the Jailbreak. I mean, in so many ways. It's okay, the Jailbreak has like 810 horsepower. Okay, whip-de-doo-dah. Wow. It has gold brass monkey wheels on it. Wow, I had a Dodge Charger Hellcat with that setup on it. It has like a vinyl, a fake vinyl like sticker on the roof to make it look like it's a vinyl roof. It may have a funky theme on the, on the stripes on it. So So just wow, beyond believable. You want to drive your Mustang? You want to drive your Mustang? Yeah. Okay, it's warm enough. Okay. It's like 40. Yeah, all right, I'll back over the barn and open the barn doors for you. Okay. So, all right, let's get in the car here now. So yeah, that's the reason I'm driving my Challenger today. So I need to drive it, number one. Number two, I'm just so, for anybody that's a Dodge Challenger Mopar enthusiast. Wow, that was close. The kid with the hitting the door of my car. Yeah, it's just, and there's now major conversations going on in, you know, Challenger forums about the auction and about what's being seen at the auction. So now people are like beyond believable. And so, all right, doors are opening up here. Okay, so the kid, if I get the kid in the car, this whole conversation goes south. So that's why I'm like, hey, why don't you drive your own car? I mean, you know, that's kind of, I mean, I'm just like, yeah, I know exactly how this plays out with the, anyways, so yeah, Dodge Challenger jailbreak, wide body, basically red eye. It's a red eye. It's a Dodge red eye. It's the same car as this. So it's just, and even now, if you want to buy a brand new jailbreak, and I haven't really delved into a lot. I really haven't been fixated on that type of car by any means. So I'm not, you know, I can't sit here and tell you every fine little detail of what that car has so special about it. But I think I've kind of hit on the, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty accurate I've told so far. But I think to buy one, you're like $106,000, $110,000. Wow. This was $91,000, this car here in 2021. So for 2022 and 2023, the jailbreaks are up conservative $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. And that's one reason that I bought this car. I so firmly believe that this car here eventually could get me $150,000. Now, do I really want to sell it? You know, I'd prefer not to. I mean, for me as an individual, I prefer to be able to keep, you know, for me to keep the GT500. I can't get my glasses on. I'll have to do it like this. I'll wear my funky glasses. Haven't even had my coffee. Haven't had anything here, but now we got the kid over there. Can she get out? I think she can. Boy, I tell you, the kid just totally dragging this morning. She just, yeah. I could already been up to town, gone to the car show, and come back home and told her how it was. I mean, good Lord. Hello. So anyways, I'm thinking I don't, okay, there it is. Yeah, the setup, I've really been excited about the Dodge Challenger dash. I think they could have done such a better job because it's all angled, you know, it's angled like that. I wish it was more direct into you. They should have just done a different individual. I think Mustang does a much better job on that. And I tell you, it's just nothing much happening here, is there? So let me get my coffee. Yeah, I knew it. My coffee's as hot as all get out. I don't know. I may just be going to the car show by myself at this rate. I mean, the kid. This is beyond. I mean, the kid. I've been waiting around now for close to half an hour. Jesus Christ. It's just over. I think next time I'm just going to slip out and go on my own. I mean, wow. Jeez. You women, forever to get ready. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so back to, yeah, I'm driving the Gold Rush Dodge Challenger 2021 I bought from Carvana with just lightly used 2,600 miles. And it's in recognition of the Barrett Jackson auction of a jailbreak being sold. Because when I go to the car meet, I'm going to see who else is watching the Barrett Jackson. So this car's been driven so long, kind of like the tires are kind of like not round. And see, this is where the Dodge and I get separated from the GT Ford Mustang. When I drive the GT Ford Mustang, GT500, talking about my GT500 Ford Mustang. When I drive that vehicle, the instant feel of it, like a track vehicle, a ready race car, is so over this vehicle. I mean, right now what I'll do is I'll go into the SRT settings up here, and I'll go to the sport mode to give this thing a little bit more fun. You know, so it will give this thing a little bit more of an attitude, but at the same time, it's nothing close. And I know anybody knows me well, watches my channel, and knows me as the Mopar guy and the Ford Trader guy. And I know they get irritated in these conversations, but the Mopar does not have that as much excitement as the GT500 does. This car is such an over-the-road car. It's like right now my traction control has been taken off. A lot of people don't understand that. You have to go back and put that back on. That's how you otherwise lose your traction on your car. That's how you totally go sideways and crash. But today's a cold day. These tires are Pirellis. They suck. This thing isn't going to connect. This thing's just going to be busting loose like crazy if I kind of get into it to go up the road. But here's the thing. So for the Challenger, and that's what I was thinking about this morning, is here I've got the Dodge Challenger wide body red eye package, and I have the Mustang GT500 last edition, heritage edition, with the special painted stripes and the paint theme and the paint theme and the track pack. And in that car there, I mean, I think they did a charity thing for it, but I don't remember seeing, I don't know. I'd have to do some research on that. Of what those things probably brought some pretty good money. Oh boy, this road's got that share of people on it right now, which I'll just kind of make it so the kid and I. Wow, a lot of people going to church here. So we used to go to years ago, and we don't. It's Episcopal church. So pretty good showing today. What's going on? I think some event is going on, no doubt in my mind. So here's this car here. See the here. See the tires. See the tires. This thing just already, it's just slipping. But anyways, why the hell do you always compare that damn GT500 to the Dodge Challenger? It's because I own multiple brands. And if somebody sincerely came to me and said, which would you buy for the fun factor? No, it's just overall fun. I'd say GT500 all day long. GT500 all day long. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Dodge Challenger. I love the wide body. I love Mopars. I mean, that's my original origins. It wasn't a Ford Mustang. I'm not lying. Back when I was growing up, Ford Mustang, who cares? I was never into them. So the Mopar, that's right. That was my first official car I ever bought in my life. Was a 1971 340 Cuda, pistol grip, 4-speed. I think 355 posi rear, and that was my first car I actually ever bought. It was like $3,500. Yeah, I actually had the title to that car, believe it or not. And when I just first got going in my life, boy, why couldn't I kept that going? So now the car here is in a sport mode, so it's stuck in the higher, the lower gear, the higher gear, whatever you're going to say. It's not kicking out into what it would be a little bit more of a drive mode. So for me, I think of myself, GT500, right now, if I went to the market and I tried to sell this car, what would it be worth right now? I would think $125. I would think $150 after seeing the Jailbreak, and that's what makes no sense. And so if you're a Mopar enthusiast, you're going to say it's beyond believable that people are paying the money for this Jailbreak because it's outdone, per se, the Demon. So now people are trying to claim that the Demon, I'm going to go back to my SRT pages here and get this thing out of, but you can customize this. So I can customize this so it goes back to the, if you go right here, so you can change the transmission. I can change it from sport to something else. I'm going to go back to auto, and see, there you go. So now the transmission and everything just goes back to the way it was. All right, so now there's where a huge argument is already taking place. They've already closed down one thread. of just that the jailbreak is now irking a lot of the Mopar enthusiasts. They're just thinking this is ridiculous, that the sticker car is the car that gets the better value and is more sought after than a Demon. I mean, sincerely? Wow. Yeah, so for me, I've invested in 2 red eyes, a Charger red eye and a Challenger red eye, all on the speculation that the what if I want to try to cash out of these cars down the road, then I think between the 2 cars, do I have $50,000 profit, $100,000 profit? I mean, at the end of the day, can I get if I got 150 for this car, I paid 91, it was like 91 grand for this car. So there's, what's that? For $59,000. The Charger wide body, I don't think that'll get as good as money. So that car there, I paid 80, I think 6 or 88 for that car. Does that car bring a $125, $150? I don't know. I really think it's too early. I think it's when people go to the car dealership and they say, I want to buy a brand new Hellcat wide body, blah, blah, blah. And the dealership, he says, no, you don't have one. Can't get one. So I think it's really later this year, going into next year at this time, when the reality of people realizing that you can't get these cars anymore, that's when the value really starts to increase. Boy, tell you what, heated seats cooking me up. I'm gonna kick it down a little. So that's my speculation. Maybe it's possible this summer because people start realizing you just can't get these things, and it creates the heat of the moment. Tell you what, the Barrett Jackson auction, if anybody thinks this country's in dire straits and going down the toilet, that place sure ain't showing it. The big money's there, and the big ticket items are selling left and right. It's just no indication. There's nothing showing that this economy is just really in dire straits by any means. Be unbelievable. I'll be the first to admit it, that I thought for sure we'd have a major correction in cars and housing. Who knows? I don't know. It's just incredible. Anyways, all right, you're going to go to the car meet up here, and we'll walk around and share with you the how many people show up. Does this car get a lot of attention today? Yeah, me being such a motorhead and car enthusiast, you think about it, and I've told my daughter this too. I've said, I think one day again we'll pick up another Challenger, nice Scat Pack, or one that's already maybe had the exhaust done, and some other things. I mean, that's probably, if I was probably wise, I'd probably do that. Then I'd give her kind of the car. I mean, she'd take that in a heartbeat. She loved her Scat Pack, but it's the fun factor of that Mustang with the rev matching, the exhaust note, the more sport-like, feel, a little smaller platform. It's just all those things. If you look here, there she is behind me right now. And yeah, so down the road, if I found a decent used Challenger wide body Scat Pack that already kind of been done up, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And I sold, if you follow my channel, we had a TA Scat Pack Gold Rush package, $392, but when I got that Mustang, she wanted to get back into a Mustang again after the Bullet got totaled. She was willing to sacrifice the Challenger, and I was like, you gotta. I was like, nah, we gotta cross the bridge. Yeah, famous last words, right? That one's in Texas. A guy has actually reached out to me on my YouTube channel to tell me where that car is, and he just loves that car. So. Got a Ram, got a piped Ram right behind us back there. See that there? Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, what's the car show attendance today? We're right up there right now, very close. And typically this time of year, yeah, I already tell you, we got a pipe truck right there. See there? There it is. I'm gonna get a big pipe. Yeah, I don't know. That kind of looks gaudy. That truck just doesn't look that good. Not hard to believe. Even for me being a Ram owner, that truck to me does not look as good as the Ram truck I have. I've had one of those. I've had so many damn Ford products. All right, so who shows up? Let's see. Not too bad. See, this thing has nothing. There's nothing there. When I nailed this thing, there's nothing there. This exhaust so sucks. The blue Charger, wasn't for me having the rear track tires on, I would have driven that probably today. That exhaust is so badass. I need to gut this exhaust out. I mean, just blah. Bleh, just nothing. Wow. Did you hear that? There's nothing there. It's embarrassing. You know, go in here today like, yeah, hey buddy, were you up the road trying to make some noise? I was like, yeah, pretty lame, right? The kid, damn, that guy just pulled out in front of my daughter. Just, people are just jerks, aren't they? When people get behind the wheel of a car, don't they just turn into jerks? What is it? So light, very light, extremely light. Oh, I think Steve, my photographer guy, he's not even here today. He's not my guy. Likes to talk and I don't see one Challenger. Wow. I mean, beyond believable. Yeah, this time of year, it's deader than dead, man. Deader than dead. I'll get over here so the kid can park next to the Mustang. How about that idea? There we go. There she goes, I think. Yeah, we're pretty good, right? Yeah, we're pretty good. We'll take that there. Let's go walking around. Push down on my brake. See, the Mustang, the brake is here in the middle. All right, let's go freeze our ass off.